Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 15 huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Next week on Coronation Street, Betsy begins to suspect Lisa could be responsible for Joel's murder, while David fears that Jesse will uncover his secret. Meanwhile, Nick and Toya make a big decision about their future. Here's a look at 15 big moments coming up. You can also check out our collection of 33 spoiler pictures from the episodes. Dee Dee tells Gus about her decision to attend Joel's funeral. Kit listens in, but is totally unconvinced about Dee Dee's forgiving mood and grows more suspicious about her involvement. Meanwhile, Lisa stumbles upon a possible new lead when she investigates a car vandalism. Realizing the car was damaged on the same road that Joel was attacked, Lisa interviews the car's owner and learns that he heard two men arguing outside the flat. Lisa fills Dee Dee in on her latest discovery that the owner's car was damaged by a red car. When Lisa finds out that Ronnie's red car was recently in for repairs, she confronts him. Carla praises Lisa for juggling work and motherhood, but Lisa flinches when Carla attempts to physically comfort her. Lisa makes a quick escape, leaving Carla gutted. The reason for Lisa's behavior becomes clear when Betsy notices bruises on her body. Lisa makes out it was due to her body combat class, but Betsy remains skeptical. Betsy does some digging and finds a prescription for painkillers. She confides in Mason and is horrified to realize that the prescription date is the day after Joel was murdered. When Daisy mentions Joel was in a fight before he died, Betsy fears the worst. Lisa points out to Kit that if Joel was planning to go on the run, he would have taken his personal belongings, and finding them could provide the break in the case. However, Lisa's continued interference leaves Kit frustrated. Later, Lisa is furious to learn that a formal complaint has been made against her and immediately accuses Kit of being responsible. As the suspects in the murder mystery mount up, Carla too is under suspicion. Ryan questions whether she's been entirely truthful about her whereabouts on the night in question. Carla confesses to Bobby that she nipped out to the factory, but lied to the police that she was at home all evening with him and Ryan. The Platt family rally around Gail's hospital bed following her health scare. David feels responsible for his mom's condition, but when Jesse questions him on his guilt, David snaps. When David learns from Shona that Jesse has gone back to number 8 alone, he panics but is oblivious to the fact that Jesse has already uncovered his secret under the stairs. Damon calls Sarah and explains that he has shifted the blame for the theft of the money onto one of Harvey's associates, and she's in the clear. Aware that Damon took a beating as a result, Sarah is touched by his act of kindness. However, Damon insists they must cut all contact and draws a line under their relationship before ending the call. Later, Sarah apologizes to Jesse for ever suspecting him of stealing the money, but Jesse makes an announcement that leaves the family stunned. While Nick is out, Toya calls round to keep an eye on Sam, but receives a frosty reception. Toya apologizes to Sam for the drama she has caused, and he begins to soften towards her. Nick returns and is impressed to see how Toya has won Sam around. Nick confesses to Toya that he's still in love with her and the pair share a kiss. Still struggling after her experience with the Institute, Lean admits to Nick that she can't face being front of house and suggests he hire someone else for the role. Nick spots an opportunity and offers Toya the bistro manager position, suggesting that a working relationship will help Lean get used to seeing them together. Billy is still horrified at Bernie's plan to send Paul's ashes into space and refuses to give her his share. Meanwhile, Billy makes the decision to return to work, but as he looks through his paperwork, he comes to a big decision. Later, Bernie decides to stage an airing of Paul's ashes video in the Rovers. When Billy hears what she's got planned, he lashes out at her. Following the disastrous visit from the health inspector at Prima Donner, Chesney finishes a deep clean of the premises. When Dev reveals he won't be paying Chesney for the month that the shop is closed, Chesney is furious and is forced to take a minimum wage delivery job as a result. Bernie is appalled by Dev's treatment of Chesney and makes it clear she's in no mood to forgive him. Asha advises Dev to make it up to Bernie with a big romantic gesture. At the Quad's birthday party, Dev reveals that he's got something up his sleeve to win Bernie back. Steve's nose is put out of joint when Cassie reveals she has organized a date. Steve is disparaging about Cassie's date, but Cassie is quick to point out that he sounds jealous. When Cassie's date doesn't go to plan, Steve takes her to the Rovers to give her a boost. The spark between them reignites, and the pair spend the night together. Adam is surprised to learn that Ken has booked airport lounge tickets and first-class flights for his upcoming trip to Porto with Cassie. Adam fears that Ken is running up debt to fund his lavish lifestyle with Cassie and shares his worries with Steve. Adam and Steve agree to stage an intervention once Ken and Cassie return. Following their recent reconciliation, Bethany prepares breakfast for Daniel. However, when Daniel enters the flat without knocking and sees Bethany's stoma bag for the first time, Bethany is horrified and orders him to get out. With Bethany clearly struggling to cope with her new life change, Daniel tries to find a way to help. Ryan admits to Kit that he still misses Daisy and begins to list everything that Daisy expects from a partner. Kit uses the information to his advantage by making Daisy believe that they share the same interests. When Kit learns Daisy's favorite film from Ryan, he suggests watching the film with Daisy to mark his last night in the pub. Ryan clocks that Kit has been using the information he's provided in order to flirt with Daisy and confronts him. Liam accidentally steps out in front of Chesney's car and is pulled to safety by Mason. Liam is shocked when Mason uses the opportunity to apologize for the bullying and promises that he's changed his ways. However, Dev spots the intense exchange between the pair and informs Gary, who decides to take matters into his own hands.